Good evening. It is 5:30 p.m. and I am calling to order this regular meeting of the Fargo Board of Education. Please stand and join us for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, thank you very much. I will look for a motion to approve our agenda. Nimal? Please turn on your microphone.
Sorry. I would like to approve the agenda with the human capital.
Okay.
Second.
And okay, so we have a motion from Nimal and a second from Greg. Any discussion? Okay, all in favor, please say yes.
Yes.
Any opposition, same sign. And that motion passes 9-0. Next, we move to recognition of the audience. We don't have anyone signed up this evening, so we will move to reports, and we will start with President Laura Christensen and an FEA report. Hi. Oh, okay, good to know. Thank you for being here. It's nice to see you. All right, so then next we will be moving to Dr. Steiner.
All right, thanks very much. First thing I want to do is at the last board meeting, I talked to you as a board and asked you for approval of a partnership with Sanford, and you improved that increase for our partnership with them at Davies and North, and truly appreciated your support. But after visiting with some of our people in the district, I need to clarify a few key points, which I didn't clearly articulate at the meeting. Fargo South's not engaged in this specific partnership with Sanford, but they as a school have taken advantage of partnerships with their organization in many ways throughout the years. I've often shared with you, I believe in similar, not same. And I think this is a great example of us providing autonomy for our buildings while giving them guidelines. The guideline is we offer the human performance class. How it's accomplished is really left up to the experts in the building. Fargo South offers a human performance class just like Davies and Fargo North does. I did not make that clear at our last meeting. In our reality, they have about 28% of their students who take their human performance class. There's no need for students to participate in this class at another building. I think when we talked about transportation last time and answered that, it made it sound like that's what we need to do. This is a high quality class offered at Fargo South, taught by high quality educators. There would be no reason for them to have to travel, which is a really good thing. They can take it in their building. During this past year, Fargo South actually hired Mr. Dylan Surface. He's a certified USAW Level 1 sports performance coach, and he's done that for the past 9 years. So he, along with the wonderful PE teachers at South, have developed an excellent program, and it's created a nice balance of relationship building and high expectations. A community expert's an additional support, but is no way a substitute for the great teachers in the building who are experts in their content. Fargo South's built an amazing program, and I want to make sure that I commend them for that. It didn't come out that way last time, and I apologize to them. Our human performance class is a shining star throughout the district, and that's because it's a direct reflection of the amazing PE educators we have at all the buildings and at all levels. They help students build lifelong skills. It's about success now, but it's also more importantly about success down the road and just being a healthier human being. So we're really fortunate to have such amazing educators working with our students across all the buildings. And I just wanted to make sure that the board knew we have 3 great human performance programs operating throughout the district, and we're really proud of them. And I want to also thank Fargo South for engaging myself and Allie in a good conversation about this to make sure that we are really clear that all of our high schools are offering high quality opportunities for all our kids. So does anybody have questions? Mr. Beaton was nice enough to join before he has to run back and do some basketball, I think, tonight. Anybody have any questions on any of that? Okay. Couple other things to celebrate before we get to our special guests. Davies Wrestling finished 3rd at the state tournament for the duels. Wonderful thing. Got a chance to go over and watch. It was a really exciting first state tournament wrestling I've been to in about probably 15 years, and something I need to go back to. It was just a wonderful atmosphere. Climbs grant. This is a state grant. We got notified today that Carl Ben Eielson is awarded $710,709.50 to advance. Yeah, weird that 709.50, but it is what it is. To advance the work of science of reading at the middle level, work on interventions, family engagement, and a really interesting one, literacy transitions for kids that are leaving the building, going somewhere else, or that are transitioning into the building from somewhere else other than the district. So a major grant that is going to be wonderful for them. Something also to celebrate today, we had about, I believe it was 8 to 9 legislators, Superintendent Bachmeyer, and some representatives from BAR. And we hosted a site visit at Jefferson Elementary to start and then finished the day at CBE. We were able to watch iTime at Jefferson. What I loved about iTime is kids got a dice and they had 6 questions. They'd roll the dice with a partner, and it was just a way to learn more about their friends. And almost everybody in there just got down on the floor and did it along with the kids. At first I was like, well, this is cute. Are you really going to learn a lot about kids? And I learned a couple things that were really remarkable about the responsibility that some 3rd grade kids have. And so it was a really powerful moment. The teacher did an amazing job in there. When we went to CBE, we got to see their big block time, which is that time when they are meeting and talking about kids that they may need to do some intervention around. And it's a whole group of people that are talking about kids and figuring out plans and the data to support that. There were tons of questions asked of the panel. And honestly, people should be very proud of the work our district has done at BAR. I know all of our BAR schools do amazing work. This was just the 2 we got to highlight today, and I look forward to highlighting the other ones soon because I know this won't be our last visit.
Could you remind us what BAR stands for?
Yes, if I can remember now.
Maybe somebody else can.
This was on
Building assets,
reducing risk.
reducing, there you go, risks. Building assets, reducing.
Thank you.
I had
Just
it-
wanted to clarify on the word BAR.
something about resiliency in there earlier today, and I was like, I'm completely wrong on that. So, and the assets are based on the search assets out of Minneapolis. The first BAR school was really close to there, so they partnered on that. So really, really remarkable day. The legislators were very impressed. Constantly, they kept saying, it's a really powerful thing when everybody in the room's talking about kids and making sure we're doing what's right for kids. So that's a good segue to our next group that's here, our kids, our students. So to start, I'd like to ask Nicole if you want to come up to the podium. I've shared with you probably multiple times over the last 3 to 4 months about our transition where the Fargo Youth Initiative was led by the city, and that wasn't something the city could continue to do. So a group of us and a partnership decided we'd find a way to offer that and continue that on. And so Nicole's going to talk a little bit about that, and eventually we'll get you a chance to meet the kids. Nicole, thanks for joining.
Thank you. Thank you for hosting us this evening. My name is Nicole Crutchfield. I'm the Director of Planning, and I have with me Catlin Christie, one of our planners who has staff and liaisoned with the Fargo Youth Initiative probably for the last 8 years or so. And so we actually are here representing Commissioner Denise Kolpak, Deputy Mayor Denise Kolpak, as she's out of town for some other city business. But it was her leadership and relationship to with the school district and the school board that we're here today with representing this milestone for us. And so she asked if I would read a message on her behalf. So from Deputy Mayor Denise Kolpak, first of all, congratulations. It was a privilege to be named the Fargo Youth Initiative City Commission Liaison 4 years ago. And during that time, my admiration for the FYI only grew as I witnessed the passion, experiences, leadership, and commitment shown by all members each year. Now, being a part of this next evolution of the FYI, together with the Fargo Public Schools and the Boys and Girls Club of the Red River Valley, conjures pride, excitement, and new expectations for the next chapter of the FYI. I have no doubt that the impacts will only become more significant, the community connections become even stronger, and the life experiences and leadership provide even more meaningful growth for all members and the organizations they serve and seek to understand. Congratulations on your leadership to get you to the next level, and to all FYI members before you and in the future, continue to change our community and the world. Thank you.
So I'd ask Robin, we'd like to introduce the students. So these are some existing members and then our new members that are joining us.
Yep. So we're going to have it kicked off by Manu. Manu is from Fargo South. I'll let her do her introductions, but she is the vice president. I want you all up here so you can be on camera and crowd in so you're all in the shot because you're going to be on YouTube. So go for it, Manu.
Hi, my name is Manu Babingi, and I'm from Fargo South High School, and I'm a senior this year. And I just want to let you know that I am vice president, and I've been involved for about 1 or 2 years. And the reason why I joined Fargo Youth Initiative is to give youth a place at the table for decisions that are affecting them or if issues affecting them in the future. These past few years, Fargo Youth Initiative has had a big impact on the youth, especially through volunteering and advising others. I hope this new home amplifies that, as in return, we will amplify the community.
Okay, who wants to go next? Okay, go for it. Yes, go ahead.
Sorry. Hello, my name's Ashley Sue. I'm a junior at Fargo Davies High School, and I've been part of FYI for about a year now. Throughout this year, I've had the amazing opportunity to be a platform of and give a voice to the youth of Fargo. I've connected with peers, my community, as well as the wonderful adults that help assist in the operations of this board. If I had to pick one word to describe why I joined Fargo Youth Initiative, it would be access. In my community, I've noticed that a lot of my peers don't have access to things like food, transportation, and even the simple resources to participate in some of our school activities. I mainly joined Fargo Youth Initiative to expand the access of my community through not only advocacy, but also through educating my community. I'm proud to say that we've been making strides towards these goals, and I hope with our new format and our new members, we can continue to grow.
Okay, keep going. Who's next? Yep.
Hello, my name is Gabriella Wong. I am a new member this year. I am in 9th grade and go to Fargo North. The reason why I was interested in joining Fargo Youth Initiative is because I feel like it is really important, like Ashley said before me, that many of my peers do not have access to basic needs that I feel are super important to, being a human. And I feel that we need to have more student input, and I feel that it will help our community and our city as a whole, and making it a better and solidified city. And I'm so excited to work with you guys. Thank you.
Go ahead. Yep, Ingrid.
I'm Ingrid Briggs. I'm a 10th grader at Fargo North. And I don't have a speech. I just joined to help out the community.
Thanks, Ingrid.
Hello, my name is Mia Hozak. I'm a sophomore at Davies High School, and I'm a new member of FYI. And part of why I want to join is because I think it gives students a way to have their ideas heard. I feel like many people have opinions about things that can be improved in our community or schools, but they don't actually share it because they don't actually think it would go anywhere. So I just really like how FYI creates that space for students or just for people in general to actually share their ideas and express in the way they want to. Thank you. I'm so excited to work with you guys.
Good afternoon, sorry. My name is Rihanna Kuya. I'm a senior at Fargo South. I joined Fargo Youth Initiative when I was a junior, so about a year now. This is going to be my second year, sadly. But the reason why I joined was because I seen a lot of things within the youth and in my school that I felt like I could help voice by being in the Fargo Youth Initiative. Also, getting to be here and speak with you guys is a great privilege that comes with being in FYI. And yes, I hope to see you guys more this year. Thank you. Sorry.
Okay. Hi everyone, I'm Helen Wu and I'm a sophomore at Davies, and I'm also a new member this year. And I joined FYI because I think that students voices and perspectives sometimes aren't
like obviously we're working towards making improvements in that, but I think that it would be or I can we can help the students to have their perspectives and ideas taken more into consideration when making decisions on our schools and communities. Thank you.
Hello. Oh, sorry. Hello, my name is Violet Nie Bitho. I'm a junior at Davies High School, and the reason I joined the Youth Initiative Board was because I think youth voices matter a lot, and I think a lot of people, including adults and youth, forget that. And I think that this gives me a platform to talk about what we think and connect with you guys about what you think to make change in our community. Thank you.
Did we cover everybody? Okay. Are you impressed? We actually do have male students on the initiative as well. So that is, but what I will say is they're so impressive and they're so involved in their education and their community. They are very, very busy people. And you know the saying, if you want something done, ask somebody that's busy. And the resumes that were submitted were outstanding. You'll notice my shirt. I'm going retro vintage tonight. On May 13th of 2000, and I gave you all a handout, there were 14 students and adults that went to the Fargo City Commission, and we all wore these shirts. And this was when the Fargo City Commission formally recognized the Fargo Youth Initiative as their Youth Advisory Commission. But this is the next chapter. And so we are really elevating this to not just include the City Commission and the schools, but also the Park District. We have some really exciting things that are coming up that I had not even told them about, but thanks to all of these wonderful community partners, we are going to elevate youth voice. And that is so very important, not only to me as a school board member, but I have my Boys and Girls Club hat on right now. The next iteration, you'll see our tagline says Fargo Youth Initiative, Connect, Create, and Educate. The next iteration is Educate, Advocate, and Impact. So these youth, as impressive as they are going to impact our community and make a change. They're going to learn about how government works and be a voice for all of our students in Fargo Public Schools. So I'm really proud to be a part of it. Kristen Nelson is the school board liaison that's appointed. That's an annual appointment. There are MOUs now between the school district and the city commission and the park district and the Boys and Girls Club. So we're really excited to kick this off and bring it to the next chapter. Do you have any questions for the youth?
Kristen?
Kristen.
I'm so excited about this group, and I'm really excited to get to meet you all around the table on Sunday. When reading your applications and resumes, I could feel the passion on the page, and that also came out when we asked you very impromptu to say something in front of all of us, which is really scary, but you all did so well. I'm excited to hear what you want to bring to the table about advocacy and just your ideas going forward for this next year. I think we've got a really, really special crew this time, along with our friends that aren't here today. So let's go.
Anyone else? Nikki?
I don't have any questions, but I know that this is kind of a scary thing to do, is to come see all of us. But I wanted to say welcome to all of you. Congratulations. This is so inspiring. You guys are just amazing, and my heart is popping with pride. So thank you for coming to share with us. Thank you for the work that you are doing. I'm excited to see what the future holds.
Namal?
Oh, I don't have a question for you guys. I just think that the way that you speak, the way that you articulate yourself and elevating your voice, it's so crucial that we get to have different background from Fargo Youth Initiative. It's so amazing. And the fact that you all just want to elevate yourself and your community and your peers itself, it's already said, you know what, you are the leader of tomorrow. So I'm just saying that I'm very proud of you all and continue the work and trying to also to bring your other peer too as well, you know, and that way, you know, you are creating better tomorrow for yourself and for the next leader to come in. Thank you.
Greg?
I have a request. Please don't be strangers.
Oh,
We have this meeting twice a month, and at the start of every meeting, we have an opportunity for people to speak. Tonight, we didn't have anyone. I think we've had like one person sign up the entire year, and I think that is a opportunity a lot of people in our community don't utilize fully. And I would very much encourage you. You all had an overarching theme of wanting to make sure your voice and your peers' voice is heard. Don't be strangers, because that's one of the opportunities provided for you. So please come back.
I do actually have a question. I was wondering if one of you could share, like, how often do you meet? Is it like weekly or monthly, or what's kind of the structure?
We used to meet monthly. I think now we're still meeting monthly, but there's some times I think where we're going to meet twice a month.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, Allie?
You guys, I heard you guys talk about volunteering. Is there anybody that has a volunteer experience that they care to share or highlight that you guys did in the last year?
Yeah, so there are a lot of volunteering activities that my school personally, Davies, does. The one I am personally involved in is a transcribing center. So basically, we read historical documents about eras such as the Freedmen's Bureau, which helped slaves reintegrate into society. So as you're learning about this period of time in history, you're also helping to transcribe it, which is like read through it and put it into more legible terms. And so you're learning while helping preserve history. So that's what I do.
That's awesome. Thank you.
Any other questions or comments from the board? Of course you can. Oh, sure.
Hello again, my name is Violet. I really do look forward to working with you guys, but it just occurred to me, I don't know any of you. Because you could like go around and introduce yourself with your name
Sure.
and your title, please? Because I really do want to work with you, and to do that, I need to know you. Thank you.
Yeah, why don't we start with Jeff and then share, what your role
Are
is.
they leaders or what?
Yeah, no kidding.
Hi, I'm Jeff McKenna, and I work in the Human Capital Department here in FPS.
I'm Missy Eitznes. I'm one of the associate superintendents. I oversee elementary.
Hi, I'm Allie Ohlenberger. I'm one of the board members. So looking forward to working with you guys. Like Greg said, come talk to us at meetings, email us, call us. We would love to hear from you.
Jason Nelson, also a board member.
Yamal Day, also a board member. Just as I'm going to echo what everybody said, don't be scared to email us or even to meet for coffee, because I'm available. Just let me know. Thank you.
And I'm Nikki Gullickson, a board member, and I also chair the Communications, Engagement, and Advocacy Committee.
Corey Steiner, I'm the superintendent for the school district.
My name is Katie Christensen Minear, and I'm also a board member. I'm in my 4th year, which is during my first term.
And she's our board president.
I'm currently serving as the board president. I mean, Robin, you could use that microphone if you wanted to be on. Okay.
I'm Greg Clark. I'm a board member, and I'm the chair of the planning committee.
I'm Robin Nelson, and I'm a Fargo School Board member. Put my hat back on, and I chair the Governmental Affairs Committee.
I'm Melissa Birkland, and I am a board member, and I also chair the Negotiations Committee.
We already met, but Kristen Nelson, board member, and I'm the liaison to FYI. And if you missed out on what that means, so it's basically I sit in on your meetings, and I am kind of the go-between between Fargo Youth Initiative and the school district. So.
I am Bill Westrick. I work in operations for the school district.
And I am Jackie Gapp, and I am the Chief Financial Officer, sitting in for Anne Marie Campbell, who is usually our note taker.
All right, does that work? Okay. Any other questions or comments from anyone? No? Okay.
Just want to say congratulations and welcome, and maybe give them a round of applause if we could.
We're going for pictures.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you so much for joining us this evening. It was really wonderful.
Just want to say, Nicole and Catlin, I'm sorry I didn't see you come in. Thank you for just the wonderful job you guys did of building this foundation, and for the great work, honestly, in the multiple meetings you have done to help turn this over to us. And thanks so much for just being an advocate for our youth in this community. It's greatly appreciated. Couple just quick reports on some other occurrences. We had our Cognia accreditation visit on Monday. I think the group would say it went very well. It's about 2 months until we get the final results or report, but just to give you a quick synopsis of that, the items they highlighted, and this comes from artifacts, but also interviews with teachers, students, principals, district level officials as well, was a strong culture, a highly qualified, high quality staff, a very learner-centered organization, really great opportunities for students to be involved in multiple activities. They commended us on the use of data to drive decisions, commended us on how we seek out stakeholder input, whether it's parents, staff, extracurricular surveys, all those different ways, and that there's been a strong coaching and mentoring system put in place. Their suggestions for improvement, one was around they think our students need to engage in some goal setting to be able to kind of own their learning even further. They think we need more learner-centered instructional practices. And then also they thought with our digital resources, they want to make sure that anything we're doing digitally would advance student engagement. So just more purpose with the use of those resources and devices. We had a long conversation about that. And their last one was to try to reimagine some elements of our professional development to individually meet teachers' needs instead of kind of a one-size-fits-all. That I would say is common in districts all over, but something that we need to continually strive to do. So we'll certainly share that report when we get that from them. I don't worry about us not getting accredited. I think that will happen. And I think it will be a great reflection on the district when we do get that. Last, I put in the memo to you. I met last week. Missy joined, Bob, Dr. Hanson, Shelby. We met with West Fargo and with Moorhead over in their new high school, which is an amazing building. And we had lots of great conversations. We're going to keep doing some work around a level D facility. So taking kind of the great work that happened at Explorer Academy and trying to figure out how do we get something like that that can serve the metro area at the high school level, because we really have nothing. And to work with our state, and Minnesota, Moorhead's going to reach out to their state to figure out what could that look like if we partnered down the road, a long haul, but something worth exploring. We found some areas of professional development that we're going to share, which again, the whole point of these meetings started where can we be more efficient, more cost effective, and still impact kids. So we found some things that groups were doing and they're going to do every year that fit really well with what we're doing. Some that, hey, we're doing this, you're doing this, let's figure out how we can sustain the training. So we saw some really good things come from that. And then I would say the other thing is we did a lot of conversation around alternative programming and education. as part of that, the work we're doing in the district around the middle and the high school, we'll have a middle school team going to spend the day in West Fargo and Moorhead to look at the alternative programming pathways they offer there. And then we have a high school group that will be going out to Bismarck to see some of the opportunities they have there. So good things that came from that meeting, 2 hours long, and really good conversations. One of the things that they asked, and I didn't know this, if you saw Minnesota is having conversations about a statewide cell phone law, and they were asking us how ours is going, and the conversation they said is there's I guess a national ranking, and North Dakota got an A, and how we rolled that out. And so I like to think that means we're probably doing pretty well in Fargo schools, because I think that was something we did really well in terms of rolling it out, teachers committing to it, students somewhat committing and now being really committed to that. So just felt really good hearing that at that meeting. So that's all for me.
Great, thank you for those updates, I appreciate it. So we will now move on to the consent agenda, and I'll look for a motion. Nikki,
I move that we accept the consent agenda as presented with the human capital addendum.
I'll second.
okay, so we have a motion from Nikki and a second from Ally. Any discussion? All in favor, please say yes.
Yes.
Any opposition, same sign. And that motion passes 9-0. We've moved to our business section. The first item is Memo 83, Resolution to Apply for State School Construction Loan. I see Jackie's name on the top. Are you going to introduce this to us? Or should I? Yeah, does that work? Okay, great, thank you.
Before you is a resolution that is required for us to apply for the state school construction loan. I want to state that this would be in lieu of issuing those bonds for that amount as well, so we would still be within that $45 million estimate. The maximum we can apply for is $10 million, and the greatest benefit is that it is a 2% interest rate on that fund, and would be a significant cost savings if we were to be awarded. My understanding, Dr. Steiner, correct me, is that the Department of Public Instruction will make those suggestions of being awarded in June.
And it's not a given, it really is a fund that they have, and when it's out, it's out. But it's also, if it's there, it's nice savings to the district, and a good thing the state offers to help facilitate buildings.
Okay, do we have a motion? Melissa?
I move that we adopt the resolution for submission of the school construction loan application, authorizing the district to apply for a school construction loan through the School Construction Assistance Revolving Loan Fund.
I'll second.
Okay, so we have a motion from Melissa and a second from Jason. Is there any further discussion or questions? No? Greg?
How successful have we been at getting this approved in the past?
In my tenure, we have received it one time, and that was when we built Ed Clapp Elementary. But to my knowledge, since then, we have not applied as well.
Okay, Robin?
There's a limited amount that is allocated. Okay.
Yeah, no, I just, fingers crossed, right? I mean, it's what, 2% less than the interest we would otherwise get. So 2% on $10 million. I mean, that's a lot of money.
Other questions or comments? Okay, Jackie, can you call the roll, please?
Robin Nelson,
Yes.
Allenberger,
Yes.
Kirkland,
Yes.
Clark,
Yes.
Day,
Yes.
Gullickson,
Yes.
Jason Nelson,
Yes.
Kristen Nelson,
Yes.
and President Christensen Menier.
Yes, and that motion passes 9-0. Okay, we have moved along to our board reports. We'll start with the committee liaison and correspondence reports. And Nikki, can I start with you tonight?
Sure. We are not meeting for communications engagement and advocacy this month. We will, however, meet again next month. And then I attended the Health Insurance Committee last week, Tuesday.
Great, thank you. Namal?
I just attended the negotiation planning that we had, extra one. Thanks. Just kidding. And then also too, I attended the I can't even pronounce anymore, calendar committee. Thank you.
Thank you. Jason?
Attended my committee meetings, also attended the C3 Tech board meeting last week. Dr. Steiner is getting out to all activities. I got a picture of him attending a swim meet at Davies a week or so ago, and then also a girls basketball game. So parents and students are noticing that. So thank you for doing that. Also attended NDSU College of Business. They launched the Center for Banking and Finance, and one of the speakers was Davies grad, who happened to be my son. So it's pretty cool.
Nice. Can you say it one more time? Robin didn't hear.
It was the NDSU College of Business. They launched the Center for Banking. So they asked him to speak along with President Berg and two others. So it was a good event. And he's a Davies grad, so it's pertinent to my report out.
Thanks. Allie?
So I had the opportunity to go with Dr. Steiner and meet with the physical education team at Fargo South. It was a fantastic meeting, and a couple things around that I know Dr. Steiner obviously shared with the board as to why we were meeting, but I personally wanted to thank the teachers for coming forward and just saying, hey, we weren't represented in the right light, and we wanted to make sure that we were aware, that you guys were aware of that. Dr. Steiner did a phenomenal job taking accountability and making things right. And so I think when we look at the culture of our district, that was not always something that was done. So our teachers feeling like they can speak up is a great thing. I was very, very impressed in meeting with the team at Fargo South, hearing all about the ideas that Dylan has brought into the district. He even has brought into Fargo South a weightlifting team. So it was great to hear. So, you know, an opportunity where one presented itself was an opportunity for great learning and connection with the staff at South, and was grateful to be a part of that. And that's it for my reports. So thank you.
Thank you. Kristen?
Not a whole lot to report. I attended GAC on Monday, and then I was able to go to Discovery Middle School's production of Beetlejuice Jr. on Saturday. It was so cute, so funny. And you know what? We have some fantastic middle school singers.
Yeah.
Like, the two leads were just so good. So, congratulations to Discovery.
Wonderful. Thank you. Melissa?
Yeah, negotiations met last week. I'm getting the month is so short, it feels like weird timing. But and then I participated in the planning committee's kind of work session for developing a TIF policy for our board. And then yesterday, one of my liaison schools is Jefferson Elementary, and they happen to be one of our bar elementaries too. And the reason I jumped at supplying the acronym is because I just was there on a bar visit. Principal Olson had invited me to sit in on the bar, which is building assets and reducing risk.
Lovely.
Small groups. And what this is twice a month, the entire staff meet, and they break up by grade level and specialists, and they talk about every single student throughout the year. And it's really neat because they start by talking about the student's strengths, what that student's challenges might be, and it can be anything. And they know a lot about these students, so it's often touching on, you know, what does life at home look like? And then they talk about what resources could they provide for the student, and then they make an action plan and have goals for this student, and then they have like a follow-up timeline. So it is phenomenal. And Principal Olson talked repeatedly about how life-changing this is for a lot of our students, and how wonderful it is at supporting them. And then the other thing that I thought was neat is they go through and they make sure that every student has a connection point to the school. So this could be they participate in choir, or their parents are in the PTA, or they do after school gym. And so they just want to make sure that they're really connected to their community. So I was so blown away by my visit, and I was really grateful that she let me participate in, or not really participate, but listen in on that. And they're doing great, and it was really wonderful to see.
That is great to hear. Thank you for sharing that. Greg, I hope yours is as inspirational.
It's hard to follow. February 10th and 12th, I was at the book fair for Claire Barton Hawthorne. It wasn't the most successful book fair. I've been helping my wife at book fairs for like 5 years now. Ups and downs. This was not as great, but it was still a great book fair. As was mentioned earlier, February 13th, Planning Committee met for a special work session on developing our tax incentive policy. We made a lot of great progress. We started in like October, or maybe was it September? I don't even know anymore. But I think we're gonna actually have like a finished draft at our next planning committee meeting, which is next week. So hopefully we'll see that brought to the full board soon. On February 18th, the FPS Foundation met. Kind of the one thing I'll mention to pluck from that is Giving Hearts Day was a success. I believe FPS Foundation raised just shy of $50,000, which is great. Most of that's going to go to just a kind of generic critical needs fund, which is great. And then on February 20th, I met with the mayor and a few others in his office to discuss tax incentive policy, not just within FPS, but kind of to working with other government entities moving forward. So, yeah.
Okay, thank you, Greg. Robin?
Yes, I attended the governance committee, stopped by the planning committee. Also, governmental affairs committee met. There is a save to the date for a legislator information session, and I can't find it in my calendar, but stay tuned. It's in April, I think. Okay, so, format, since it was so successful last time, we're pretty much going to follow the same format. So we'll make sure we get that date for you. I attended Southeast Education Collaborative Board. I serve on that committee. I'll be chairing the Executive Director's Salary and Compensation Committee. And then, speaking, April 12th? May 12th. Save the date, May 12th. And then regarding your visits today, I heard from 4 legislators and the lieutenant governor about how beneficial they were and how much they learned and how well they are implementing BAR was one of the comments as well. So good feedback there. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. I don't have much to report from my end of things here. President Laura Haugen Christensen and I had our presidential summit this afternoon. And other than that, my plan is to see all of you here on Thursday morning for our work session. So please make sure you've got that blocked off and you plan to be here on time so we can get started. Our next meeting is March 10th. It is now 6:13 p.m. and this meeting is adjourned.